It's time to hit the track then as we embark upon another round of thrilling Formula One racing here at Imola. Welcome to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most of the Formula One circuits, will take our drivers around 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. And joining me once again in the commentary box today,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. The boys have got the message. They've just readied up. I am your host, See Me Skate. Welcome, one and all. And hello there, Housey. How are you there, my friend?
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are.
Yes, absolutely, mate. And, well, thank God the boys have readied up because we're going to get this one underway. And I'm kind of excited here, Housey. We have not done this one as a group yet, of course. Well, on the first season of F1 2021, what we did is, well, hello to you too, Kaio. And, well, on the first season of 2021, what we did was we ran the game how it came out, and then the new tracks were added, and we didn't add them during that first season of this game. But yes, of course, they are here. When this round fell, it was Anzac Day in Australia, of course, and New Zealand. A bit of a public holiday for fallen heroes. And, well, this one is back. And, Housey, mate, I'll tell you, I'm pumped, mate. I can't wait.
Yeah, obviously a track, with history, a lot
Absolutely.
of it. Again, like you touched on last week, kind of close to my heart.
Yes.
I have a kid named after it.
Yes.
But, yeah, tricky track, this one, tricky track. So, I don't want to put a curse on it, but I expect to see a few mistakes. Easy to get wrong, this lap.
Well, I mean, we don't, yeah, like you said, I mean, we are in the commentary box here, Housey, and, yeah, don't want to put the mods on too many of the boys. As we welcome Curly. How are you there, mate? You're hosting. It hasn't come up on my screen, but a couple of days ago, yeah, well, there you go. Well, you rated a few, well, last stream anyway there, Curly, and it did come up then, but yeah, I'm not too sure. But anyway, there we go. There we go. And, well, Droftas in the chat saying, well, I mean, it's a bit of a mouthful calling a child Emilia-Romagna. And, well, no, of course. He's one of his daughter's name. Well, I mean, you could tell the story there, Housey. Yeah, your children.
Yes, my children, yeah.
Yes.
As I touched on the other week, one of the decisions I did get to make. So, being the racing fan I am, the eldest is set up, the youngest is Imola, obviously the connection between the two.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Of course,
it
mate.
It two dogs as well, and the dogs were similar as well. The dogs were Winston and Churchill.
Oh,
so,
Jesus. There you go. Well,
I got a thing for themes, yeah.
Yes, oh, well, absolutely, Housey. Absolutely. We love what you do, and of course, I mean, well, you are the stat man, mate. There's always a theme to everything. And, well, there you go. A bit of insight to the man there in Mr. Housey. How are you there, Pills? Good to see you in the chat. We've got 2-5 in the chat. Oh, which reminds me, Housey, we've got to welcome this lad really good and proper to the Ferrari family. Received a DM from him a few days ago, and, well, look, he doesn't like to admit it, and I do apologise there, 2-5, but he's a bit of a closet Ferrari fan there, Housey. And, well, he absolutely loves it. His favourite driver is Antonio Giovinazzi. Remember him? Yes, he absolutely loves it. He almost cried when he had his haircut. And, well, I mean, he just hopes he gets a contract for Alfa Romeo. I do believe it was Mr. 25 was saying, but absolutely loves it. And what better place to announce that to absolutely everybody than here at Imola, of course. Tabbed is the first one out there on track. And there you go. Chasey Dane confirming in the chat. And absolutely, he just doesn't like to admit it because he sees how much stick the Ferrari boys get. And, you know, he's just not up for it, is the young fella. And, well, I mean, He told me in confidence. I do apologise, 2-5. But, well, there you go. There you go. So, yeah, tapped on a lap here, folks. And he's on the medium here, Housey. And, well, I mean, of course, we're going to see this track map light up purple, purple, purple. And, well, I mean, wonder if there's some weather happening here at Imola, mate.
Well, I was going to touch that. The boys not too quick to get out of the garage, obviously, needing to put their setups on and things like that. But normally not too much tweaking, but they were slow coming out, so maybe some weather on its way.
Absolutely, mate.
Let's
Yeah,
spice
good
it up
point.
nicely.
Good point, mate. Good point. So, well, there you go. Like I said, you're going to see Tab light this track up. And, well, you've got a few of the boys in chat. And, well, there you go. So, well, let's just see what Tab can do here, Housey. Of course, it's only Q1. And we'll sharpen up a little bit. We'll give a bit of history about this track just before Tab crosses the line. Here we go. What is he going to set here, Housey? He does a 1 minute 16.2 to get us underway. But, of course, the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Dino Ferrari, of course. And this track is 4.909 kilometres or 3.050 miles. It is known today as the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. But, this track, this magnificent circuit, first opened in 1953. And from 1953 all the way through to 1980, it was just called the Imola GP. Then from 81 to 2006, of course, we all know it as the San Marino Grand Prix there, Housey. And, of course, from 20... There was a bit of a hiatus there, of course. We had a bit of a spell from Imola, this magnificent track. And, well, I mean, it is back and back with a bang. And these days, it's called the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The fastest lap in race conditions, of course, is held by Lewis Hamilton. The 1 minute 15.484, and that was back in 2020 in the W11. There you go, Housey.
Beautiful job there.
I'm learning, mate. And I'll sharpen up here. I was too busy concentrating on what I was doing because I'm a bad multitasker for TieStar. Thank you very much there, Housey. We've got a couple of reserves in. We've got a debutant. And you know what? We'll give the debutant some airtime. They all get a lap, and this is good as any. He's about to start one now, Housey. And his name is your guy, JC. We're just going to call him JC, I reckon, mate.
Okay.
I reckon that's just nice and simple. Rolls off the tongue.
Just YC, though.
Because, I mean, well...
YG or JC? Okay, we'll go with JC.
JC. Well, I mean, we've always got your boy, your guy, and then, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's sort of... Got to go JC. We have to, mate. So anyway, there you go. Some dynamics of the com box there for everyone to hear about. Anyway, Housey, yes, your guy JC.
Maybe we can have JC. His name is Mikey G.
Well, there you go. I wasn't going to go there. But speaking of the new Portonian, he is in the chat. And, well, Mikey G, from the same part of the planet is where he's from. God help us. And, well, there you go. Who was that getting out of the way? I did miss who that was. I wasn't even paying attention. But Milligan sets a quick lap with a 1 minute 14.823. I do apologise, but we're giving the debutant a lap here, folks. And, well, that's what we usually do for all of them. So, might as well get it over and done with in the Q1, so to speak. And here he comes, of course. Oh, keep floating with track limits there a little bit, Housey. But nice and clean, mate. Nice and clean. He sets a 1 minute 15.5. P2 for now there, mate. Not too bad at all.
Crazy Kiwi will be next, I think, over the line. Oh, we've just lost Tactical.
Oh, Tactical.
Tactical's grayed out. He's in the pit wall, isn't he?
Is that the pit wall?
It's on the exit of the last corner.
Well, we're with Tyler.
Well,
we're with Tyler. We're going to have a good look at this. And no, it's not, mate. It is on the left-hand side of the track. So we must have lit up the rears and around she went, whack into the wall. Of course, Tyler with a 1 minute 15.0. P2 for now here, Housey. And, well, the boys are slowly getting their eye in. Blue Dog sets 1 minute 16.1. Can he do it this week, Housey? Can he do it?
Oh, I'll tell you what, while we're talking about that, I think Miller Gaines is on an in that. I'm just trying to pick up. I think Brad Tay's on that, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Whilst we're talking about B2 then, while we're watching
B1.
Yes. Bananas in pajamas,
of course,
they're coming down the stairs. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you guys had that over there, but it's a...
yes, we do, mate. We know what it is.
That's good. Yeah, going back to that then, I'm gonna relieve... Where is he here today? Yeah, he is, because you've just mentioned him. I'm going to relieve Blue Dog of his stat, because... And it's your fault.
Why?
Okay? Well, I'll explain. So Blue Dog is the only driver on the grid yet to make a Q3 session. We're all aware of that.
Yes.
He's aware of it. He's not happy by it. We keep grilling him over it. Rightly so. So tough. But I'm going to relieve him now because he is not the only one.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
now,
No,
now
you
that
can't.
Tyler's,
You
Tyler's
can't.
in.
You can't.
Now that Tyler's in,
Come on, Tyler.
then
Get into Q3.
he unfortunately isn't the only driver because Tyler hasn't
Oh,
made it either.
Tyler.
And you grilled me.
I'm cheering
Over something
Tyler.
the other week.
I'm cheering for Tyler. I love you, Blue, but I'm cheering Tyler. Anyway, let's sharpen up a little bit here, Housey, because we've got some boys out there. Mr. Fury. Oh, what's going on here? Fury lost it a little bit there, Housey. And facing the wrong way. Do apologise. I'm not going to stick with him. Of course, Sandeezy out there on an outlap. We do appreciate the reserves, of course. Your guy, JC, as we just mentioned, Suicide 5 back in the fold. There he is there. Mr. Altitude leaving the garage, Housey. And, well, who is next? Who is out there? Chasey Dane. Chasey Dane.
Dino's on one, I think.
Excuse me, Dino.
I don't know if he's going again. No, he's just invalidated. Sorry. Invalidated curse. Right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to hurt, mate. He's going to have to throw that in the pit lane, and he does so, of course, because the next lap would have been red, so...
Bopton's struggling here.
Well, Chasey Dane has purpled the first sector there, Housey, and, well, looking pretty good, to say the least here, mate. Of course, well, it's all about survival here. Q1, it's nothing to get too excited about. And, well, there you go. There you go. As, well, Macedonian getting well and truly out of Chasey Dane's way. We do appreciate that, Chasey lighting this track up here, Housey. Purple. Wow. Let's just see what he's got. And, well, Pillars, well, I mean, we'll leave the lovely viewers to read that one. Harass is out, but we're watching Chasey. And, well, coming around the last corner now. And let's just bring this one home here, Housey. He sets a 1 minute 15.9. P8, mate, P8.
I think it's Ty Star, mate. I think the rest of them are all on outlaps here. Yeah, good luck from Chasey.
Absolutely.
The Patty.
The Paddy, yes, absolutely. He's a little bit off, but he's close to one, isn't he? He's close to B2 at the moment, so
the magic man.
In familiar territory, mate.
I love that was the name change. That was the best one for me. Was David Blade? You know what I mean? The Chasey Dane.
Yeah, oh, of course, yeah.
Chasey Blaine. Or
what a pain! Done it again. There was so many, mate. Sandeezy still lit up the second sector here, Housey, and of course in reserve capacity. And well, it was between him and his brother to get that final seat. And well, Mini Deezy, Sando. To apologise, mate, but well, he did threaten to break your equipment, but we'll move on. As Sandeezy very wide. The game said no, you can have that one, and he crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 15.631 in between Beans and Brad Tay. So Brad Tay's got a cracker of a lap time. He's up there at the moment. Where is he? P5. He's out there on an outlap. Suicide 5 has invalidated 2-5 out there on a lap as well here, Housey, and we're just going to pick him up, of course.
Yep, just come through the chicane then, turns 14, 15. Nice little run down the hill now into the final section of corners. I looked a little wide there, a little bit of understeer on the car. So what's it going to be for 2-5 then? We'll get him across the line here for his opening lap. Only 118.8. He must have had a mistake somewhere else earlier on the lap.
I just did notice, mate. He wasn't using his ERS, so it was a bit of a maybe a cider, a bit of a warm-up lap. Not too sure how he's gone about it, but yeah, he's got his cousin in front of him there, Suicide 5, and well, going through the first sector now into the second sector, and Johnny M4 is furthest along, yet to set a lap. So the Rothmans driver, and well, I'll tell you what, who impressed last week, Housey? Milligain's had some pace, and look at the lad. He just had an unfortunate race, of course, but bloody hell, he had some pace
last week.
Oh, mate.
Because, yeah,
unbelievable pace.
Really, really well.
Tystar had a good race as well, of course, and well, Brad Tay as well. So there was a few of them, and it was a really, really quality race last week. Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. And well, they are on top for a reason, mate. And well, there you go. Johnny M4 sets a 1 minute 15.855. P10 for Mr. Johnny M4 as Suicide. Excuse me. Well, spit those words out, son. Suicide 5 goes P3 with a 15.1, and 2.5 follows him. Where does he go? P4 with a 15.2. So,
Kiwi.
wow. To be honest with you, Housey, we're only looking to lose another 3 more drivers, of course. Already losing Tactical and Harass. And, well, I mean, there you go. So tabbed at the bottom there. Very interesting to see him down the bottom. But, well, there you go. I speak of the devil, and he's on one now. He's just purpled the second sector. And, well, I got to tell you, I got a bit of a, well, excuse me. Tabbed has gone to cockpit mode. He's prepping himself for the new game here, Housey. And, well, he was showing me earlier on in the week. And not too bad at all for the boy. Just having a crack. A 14.3.
Here comes Deezy, though.
Well, where is Sandeezy? Oh, I've just missed him. And, well, there you go. I do apologise, Sandeezy. My bad.
So a couple of boys on the out laps here.
Crazy Kiwi's on one here, Housey. He's on one as well. So, of course, that last lap of his wasn't that great. He has got more pace than that. And it shows there. He's nearly 4 tenths up at the end of the second sector. And let's just see how he goes. As Harass. Oh, Slippery Tuner as well is in the chat. And the graphics god himself, Mr. Xerxes. And, well. Here he comes. Crazy Kiwi. Just get him across the line. What is he going to do here, Housey? So 1 minute, 16 points. He does improve slightly, but not on the position. As Macedonian out there on track. Yeah, he's out there as well. And, well, I mean, Harass is saying he's not a fan of this track. And he absolutely loves the game. He's looking forward. I'm joking. He's looking forward to the next one. We all are. It's all getting a bit, well, I mean, towards the end of the game cycle. It's always like this. We all know it. We've all been there, done that many times before. As, well, there you go. The boys are starting to retire in the garage. Macedonian is, well, this game, I don't know if it gives you the purple overall or the purple in the people you're around. There's so many different things, but we'll just go the purple as in the quickest on track. Is that the way it is, mate?
Well,
I'm hearing different things all over the place.
I don't believe it. That's the way it should be.
Yeah,
it should be. If it's purples, it should be quickest of anyone.
That's right. And Macedonia, where's he go? P13 with a 1 minute 15. Well, nearly 0.8, 7.99. And, well, puts himself out of that drop zone 4 now. Yeah, we'll stay with Blue Dog. He's a little bit slow there, Housey, at the end of the first sector. Nearly 2 tenths off his previous best. So, well, let's just see. Oh, very, very, very messy coming through there, Housey.
Did you hear it? It slapped the floor there, I tell you. So, can he improve? We'll see. This nice run down into the last few corners here. I want one of these houses here. I really do. What it would be like.
Here we go.
Open your curtains.
Well, Droftus is just clarifying, and Xerxes as well, saying it's the two above. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's the 2 above and 2 below, and from where you were at. So just to give you an idea, that's rubbish. It should really, you're right. It should be the.
I could say a word. It begins with B and ends with F.
I mean, come on, mate. I mean, Jesus, should be overall. None of this, or at least if you're in a drop zone, in that drop zone relevant sort of, so to speak. But, you know, like, I mean, we're not building rockets here, people. We are.
Well, we are.
Well, there he is, Mr. Suicide 5, Mr. Altitude in the chat. And I'm not going to read that one out, but he's good to be back. And, we, Suicide 5. And, yeah, good to have him back on the grid, of course. Bopton out there as well. He's on a lap at the moment. He's in P18. And let's just see how he's travelling. Macedonian entering the... Oh, is he going to start another lap? But anyway, here we go. Bopton is about to bring this one home here, House. He can do one more lap if he chooses. He's at a 1 minute. Wait, Bopton, P14. 1 minute 15.820. At the moment, safe. We've got Johnny M4 out there as well. And, well, he's a 2 and a bit tenths slower. Yeah.
Not looking good. 4 and 4. What we got? A minute left on the clock. He'll get there and get another lap. If he's got the fuel. Fuel light's not on at the moment, so... Probably has got chance for another one as M4. Crazy Dane on an out lap out there. Crazy Kiwi looks like going to be the last one across the line. Blue Dog going again here, actually, just to keep you informed.
Well, Rip the Beans is out there as well too, Housey, so we'll keep an eye on that. Tystar, what's he doing? What's Tystar doing? He's going to have another crack at it here, Housey. Gets to the line in time with 30 seconds to spare, so timed to perfection from the young fella. And, well, let's just see how he goes. We've got Bopton. Oh, Bopton invalidated his last run. Is he going to get to the... Oh, is he going to get to the checkered flag in time?
M4.
Oh, I tell you what, Housey, it's going to be bloody close. M4, P15
just
does not improve. 10
Go
seconds.
again.
Where is Bopton? Where is Bopton? No, Bopton's not going to make it. Bopton is
easy.
not going to make it. We've got Chasey Dane out
Blue Dog's
there.
run out of fuel, I think. Was possibly. He's done. Blue Dog's done. So Chasey's on one here. Chasey can change it.
Oh, well, massive tag slapper there, Housey. Coming out of 12 and 13. And, well, he's lucky to hold the car there. And, well, let's just see how he goes. He's had a good run of form late here, Chasey Dane. Where is he in the championship again, Housey? P4, mate. Is he still P4? P5. Oh, he's dropped a spot. But I tell you what, he's doing a phenomenal job. Is he? No, he's still sending it. I thought he's backed out of it. I thought he was going slow. He backed out of it, Housey. And he's back in the pit lane. Blue Dog in the pits. That is it. Johnny M4 survives. Johnny M4 survives. And his good run of form of late continues here, mate. And, well, great to see. Is he going to throw it in the pit lane? Does he? No, he's going to set the lap. And rightly so. Does he improve? That is the question. He does. 15-2. Johnny M4, is the lad back or what? And, well, good to see. I mean, it only took him a fair few, 3/4 of a season to fire up, but he's doing a phenomenal job. Well done, Johnny. Great to see you back, mate.
Yeah, there we go then. Here's the Kiwi, didn't make the line. He was late out the box trying to make one last lap. Obviously didn't make it. The flag fell before he managed to see the line to start that lap. So Kiwi will be disappointed with that, I'm sure.
He will. He definitely will. He finished the Grand Prix last week too as well. Race 61. Yes, we are PlayStation platform.
New follower, ladies and gentlemen. That is Racer.
Why didn't it come up on my screen? Did it come up on your screen?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'll just do it manually anyway. There it is there. Racer OCE 61. Welcome, mate. You're follower number 274, Formula 4 Racing. And, well, this is the Aussie division. This is a catch-up round. And, invite, just add the league account on PSN, and I'll get back to you after the stream there, mate. And there we go.
So, drop zone then. We're going to lose Chasey Dane. Going to start P16. Blue Dog will start P17. Crazy Kiwi will start P18. Tactical Genius will go from 19th. And Harass going from 20th. That's 2 Rothmans out. 2 Old Spice. And a cat. And your cheering for Tyler has worked because Tyler's made it out. So he's got a good chance of making this a Q3 session.
He certainly, I'm sorry, Blue. I'm sorry, Blue, but yeah. The PSN account is Racing Formula 4, so the word racing and then... So basically how you see it there, Formula 4 Racing, just reverse Racing Formula 4. And just message that and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, my friend. But yeah, there we go. Q2 here, Housey. Get this one underway. Yep. And, well, as the boys load in, the skies are pretty clear at the moment. But we did see boys burning mediums. And, well, we know in the dry, this is a one-stop around here, mate. A medium, soft medium. But I'll tell you what, mate. Boys burning mediums in Q1 can only mean... Well, we've seen it before, but it can only mean there's going to be some weather coming our way. And, well, we'll just see what happens, of course. I wonder if any of the boys in the chat can give us an update on the weather, of course. I got Macedonia. Who is the first one to blink here, Housey? Is it 2-5? Oh, it is 2, of course. The Mr. Ferrari fan wants to be first out on track here at Imola. Stunning stuff. Showing his loyalty to the Tosi here, Housey. And it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Couldn't be better. And, well, he's got a bit of a red helmet there to show his love. And, well, here we go.
He does race in a Ferrari elsewhere, I know that.
He certainly does. As, well, there you go. So, Racer is a friend of Tyler. And, yes, well, there you go. He's cheering for Tyler. There you go, Housey. So... Well, I'll have a bit of a chat to Mr. Tyler, and I'll get back to you, mate. There's no stress, and well, there you go. No stress at all. I'm sure you'll be hearing from me very, very soon. But anyway, 2-5 out there on track, as I did say. Loves this track, loves this part of Italy. Feels like a home, second home for him. And, well, of course, this being one of the homes of the magnificent Scuderia. And, well, he knows that he loves it. First out on track, all the airtime in the world, Housey.
Got Fury. Macedonia behind him. Start the lap then. On the soft tyre, so
Absolutely.
I expect. Are we going to see the sandbag session?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, it usually is the way to go. We usually do see the boys. I'm not going to get too excited, of course. It is Q2 housing. It's like that though, isn't it? Where there is the place to sort of exploit it a little bit, and it happens in real life too. I mean, they do set valid laps, but you don't really see it ramp up to the end of the session, of course. And well, I mean, that's the way it is, isn't it? I mean, you get to see action on track the whole time, which is good. Not like how it used to be when it used to be that hour-long session. But yeah, you always have a lull in Q2. Can we call 2-5? I don't understand. I don't understand, Droft.
That was my silence as well. I was. Oh, no. Simple answer. No.
Okay, I understand now. I understand. Okay, Mr. Fury Strat, he's out there. He's on a lap. And he's about to cross the line here. What's he done, mate? What's he done? He's slowed right up, of course. Nothing to get excited about. Who's out there on a medium? We're going to go with Tab, the young fella himself. And we're going to stay with him. Macedonia. Oh, I do apologise. Macedonian with a 15.9. But he can go quicker. Dino's out there. Has invalidated, of course. It is bunny bugger time. So it's probably as good a time as any. Sorry, mate?
So your guy just went top. He's on the soft as well. 15.9. Your guy might obviously he doesn't know perhaps this league how the boys normally run in this league. So your guy could have been. What have we got? Oh, now he's facing the wrong way.
Well, there's Brad Tate just slowing right up, of course. We're going to stay with. Oh, Tab. What's he doing? Was that a bit of a wobble getting out of the way? I'm not too sure. There's a whole heap of traffic. Housey. Wow. Between end of Sector 1, start of Sector 2. And, well, I'm not too sure what the boys were doing there. Around about turn 7, turn 8-ish. And, well, there you go. I'm not too sure what the lads were doing out there. It was a bit of a kerfuffle on track. And, well, Suicide 5. He's surrounding the last corner now here. Well, second last, of course. This little kink is the last corner. But turn 19, there it is there. Crosses the line and slows up. Yes, that's irrelevant, Housey. So we might as well do what we always do in this session. Get to your lovely stats there, my friend. It's Tyler. Well, it's very hard to predict when they're all slowing up. Who do you believe? Who do you not? And Tyler goes bang with a 14.8 on top.
Yeah, the boys love to give us the run around in this session.
They do.
For sure. So I tell you what, you keep an eye on track action and let the viewers see what's going on or what we think might be going on. And as you said, I'll run us through a quick recap and a few bits. So last week then, it was the man who is in today, Sandeezy, taking the win and the pole position last week. Beansy was P2 last week. P3 went to Fury. Fastest lap to Miller Gaines, as he did touch on earlier. Had some pace last week, did the lad. Driver of the day went to Johnny M4, so good job from Johnny M4 last week. Most places gained went to Brad Tay last week. Mr. B1 with plus 11. Most places lost, unfortunately, Tactical and Miller Gaines sharing that one with minus 13 places. Most pit stops for Miller Gaines. Highest pop 1 was Beans, highest pop 2 Fury, highest pop 3 went to Dino. Highest pop 4 to Brad Tay. The highest cap to Beans. Highest cap Rothman, was Johnny M4. Highest Cadbury 2.5. Highest Old Spice was Dino. Highest Texaco was Tystar. And the best team last week was Cat. So championship then, Bean still leads the way. He has a 16-point advantage over Tabbed, who sits second. He's then got further 23 points over 2-5, who sits third. 14 points back from 2-5 is Fury in fourth place. Chasey Dane then a further 12 points back from Fury in fifth. Kiwi close to Chasey now, just 3 points behind him, so that could be a good battle. 19 points back of Kiwi is Blue Dog sitting in seventh place. His partner in crime, Brad Tay, sits behind him, should we not guess? He sits 15 points behind him though at the moment. Macedonia is just 3 points back from Brad Tay, so another little good battle there to watch for today. Macedonia sits P9. Smakinda is 10th. Johnny M4, 6 points off Smakinda. Smakinda not being here, so Johnny M4, good opportunity for him today to jump another spot in the championship. Tystar sits P12. He's 17 points back from Johnny M4. Tactical Genius then 4 points back from Tystar in 13th. Further 5 points back from that is Harass in 14th. And then 15th is Darkness after a points deduction last week for a pit and quit. He sits now in 15th place. Dino is in 16th place. Bopton 17th place. And just interesting to note
Hold
there,
your horses here, Howsy. Hold your horses, mate. Here comes Beansy with a 1 minute 15.5 on the medium. That was a relevant time. He was sending it. That fuel light was screaming at him. How are you, Mr. Nat Hammer? Of course, a former driver here at Formula 4, Nat Hammer. And I hope you're well there, mate. We've also got, sorry, Xerxes. Well, he was interrupted, rudely interrupted by an ad. And, well, he wanted you to start again. But anyway, we're all good, mate. Carry on there, my friend.
Okay, so just I was going to note there that I think Dino and Bopton all, and no, Harass is on 65, isn't he? Yeah, Darkness. So it's Darkness, Dino, and Bopton. It's 15th, 16th, and 17th place, all sitting on 64 points. So, good little battle there. Old Footy Bender, he's 1 point behind in 18th. Milligan sits in 19th place, and Tyler in 20th. Last week, then, Tactical and Milligan's join Pillars from the Euro side. In most places, lost in a race. That was, as I mentioned earlier, 13 spots in a race. Horrible race for the lads, but onwards and upwards, as they say. Spoke about the Tyler and Blue thing, so we'll touch this.
Well, here comes Milligan's, and it's a 1 minute 15.8 here, Howsy. And excuse me, as I did touch on last week, the lad had some speed. It was good to see 2-5 about to get himself underway. Excuse me, on the medium. Mr. Fury Strat is out there on the medium. They're going to start to come in a little bit thick and fast now, Howsy. Got Suicide 5 facing the wrong way, unfortunately. He'll recover that one. There's plenty of time left. But where is Fury? Fury's hitting turn 17 right about now. And let's just bring him across the line. This will be a relevant time, folks, because Fury is sending it. Absolutely burning everything, giving everything. And he sets a 1 minute 15.6. And those cat boys, Jesus, doing their thing.
So Tab then is going to be next on the soft tyre.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
again, we've seen this between Beans and Tab for the last
a bit of a switch and switcheroo, of course.
Splitting it.
Well, a 14.3 from Tabbed. That puts him, well, on top of the timing charts, of course, in Q2. Johnny M4 out there getting himself underway. There's 5 minutes remaining here, Howsy. We've lost Bopton. We have lost Bopton. And where is he? I'm not too sure. I missed that one. But 2-5 is out on track. Yeah, he would have been on track for sure. And not too sure where that was on track, of course. But yeah, we have lost Bopton. So we're going to lose another 4 more drivers here, mate. And well, I think 4.5 minutes remaining in this session. And 2-5, well, he's going to do a lap now. Starting now. He likes to do a bit of a sider, does the lad. And well, let's just see how he fares. Dino starting one as well. And where is Johnny M4? There he is there. Coming towards this lovely section of the track. On the game, she's a bit difficult, but in real life, well, do they come around that corner like it's no tomorrow. Really, really impressive. And, oh, Johnny M4 with a massive wiggle coming out of 15 there, mate. And that would have cost him a bucket load of time. He's on the soft compound, of course. And, well, you can do this, of course, and start on the soft. in my opinion, my humble opinion, the medium is the better race tyre here at Imola. As Johnny M4 goes P8 with a 1 minute, P7. What happened? What happened? He jumped up. He jumped. How do you jump up when you cross the line? I don't understand what happened there. But anyway, we'll move on as we welcome Sloppy Boy. Oh, and Kaiserhoff. I did miss that. How are you, Kaiser? Good to see you boys in the chat. Of course, these boys will be at Spain, Housey. They will be at Spain, and we will be there, of course. I'll be your host. Housey will be there with me as always. And,
Taking your private jet, not mine.
I'll have to dust it off a little bit, mate. I'll prep it after the stream, and we will get cracking, of course. And yeah, we'll have a ball of a time, of course, as we always do. But yes, anyway, Dino, we'll have to have another crack at this one. Sandeezy, what's he doing? He's starting a lap.
He's about to cross the line. On 12.
Thank you.
And Brad get himself out. Can't, it goes 11.
11.
On the medium.
Oh, tell you what, he hasn't got enough time to throw it in the pit lane. He'll have to have another send. Has he got the fuel? He certainly does, Housey, so he'll have to send it. This will be all or nothing for Brad Tay. Because, yeah, the more you burn on the tyres, of course, Housey. You know exactly what it's like. TyreStar has invalidated. And
yeah, I'm going to say, TyreStar's invalidated, so...
There is plenty of time. They still can get back to the line. As you can see, they're doing roughly one... Well,
That's
even on a cooldown lap. A 1 minute 20...
That's 5.
Is he on another one, is he?
Yeah, he's going again.
Oh, there you go. Half a second up on his previous best here, Housey. As the lad gets his eye in, what's he done on a medium? A 16 flat almost. 0.001. P8
Easy.
from Mr. Altitude. Sandeezy, there he is there. This guy has got some pace. Half a second, nearly 6 tenths up on his previous best. Oh, flirting with track limits. And on turn 18, crosses the line with a 15.1 P3.
Dino.
P3
Dino.
is... Thank you, mate. Dino. Oh, he's wide again. Dino's done. Dino's done. Dino's done. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Poor guy about to take the line. Improves to 6 for 15.6. Macedonia about to come to the line here.
Macedonian safe there, Housey. It's only Johnny M4. Oh, Johnny M4 just invalidated. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. We have our drop zone, Housey. Johnny M4, Brad Tay, Bopton, TyreStar, and Dino all out.
Again survives then.
He certainly does. He certainly does.
And Tyler into Q3, so there you go. The stat now goes back to... That goes back. Blue Dog's just smashed his TV.
Blue, oh, poor Blue. Poor Blue Dog, I mean... Didn't last that long, Housey. I mean, you had to... you virtually apologised on stream. And, what? Half a session later? Whack. Done.
Well... I gave him I gave him a Q3 of glory.
Oh, well, I mean...
That's what pros do. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure he'll get over it. He'll lick his wounds and live to fight another day.
I gave him the opportunity. I gave him a mantle not to just be on his own.
Mate, you can lead the horse to water, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, it's one of those ones. Johnny out of fuel again. No, well, that'd be his AI. Wouldn't it? That'd be his AI cruising around out there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
Well, it hasn't come up with the flag yet, so...
Hasn't come up the flag. Johnny falls on a lap. Johnny falls on a lap. Johnny's out. Johnny's out. He pulled himself out. I thought, hang on a minute, how did the game let him go? He crossed the line after it finished, didn't it? He would have had to have. Johnny M4, anyway, he survives this session. Wow. On 4-lap-old softs. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand how that happened.
Suicide 5 was ahead of Milligames. Now Suicide 5 is behind Milligames, and Milligames has been greyed out for the last few minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm confused by that. Okay, maybe his time was still like that before I'd noticed it. Yeah, probably. Good job someone's on the ball.
We'll just have a bit of a laughing session here, mate. We're enjoying a great conversation regarding, well, the famous Q3 stat. But anyway, There you go. There you go. Oh, well, we do apologise there, folks. We do apologise. I thought she was done, but obviously not. Johnny M4 out, but I tell you what, Housey, that AI is still driving around out there. He did that on the 4th lap of that soft compound, so it's safe to say that's, ouch, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. There is only going to be a top 9 here in Q3, Housey. Milligane's done, DNF, and, well, there you go. That is the story. Macedonian survives. P9 from him. Johnny M4 P8. And, of course, your guy, the new kid on the block, P6. Let's just see how this guy goes. And looking forward to seeing him strut his stuff around here at Imola, of course, mate. Tyler Gaming, impressive as well. Maybe his mate in the chat there is, well, just the boost he needed, of course. He did have some speed last week, Housey, but just didn't get the result. And, well, I mean, maybe he likes this track. Who knows?
Indeed. We'll move then into our Q1 session. Is it still going to be dry? It is.
I mean, yeah, you'd think so, of course. The boys went out there in Q2 on media. There's no weather coming. Don't know what they were thinking, just to burn some rubber, maybe out there on the medium at the start of a Q1 session. Excuse me. Not too sure, but yeah, very, very different. But then again, well, we'll just leave it at that, won't we? As, well, here we go. We've got a cat moving out there, and I reckon that's Beansy. It certainly is Beansy. And, well, there he is, our championship leader here, Housey. And, well, him and Tabbed, it's between them two, to be honest. It is anyone's game. Let's not forget that. There is so many points out there on offer. But it is the fight, the real fight is between number 1, number 2. That is Rip the Beans and Tabbed. Tabbed didn't get the result he wanted last week there, Housey, as we all do know. But, well, lives to fight another day. It's always going to be a difficult fight when you're chasing. He's had a stellar comeback. Let's not forget, he had a horrid start to the season, did the young fella. And he's brought himself back. And he brought himself back with a bang. He was nearly there. He got within 7 points. And now I think it's drifted out. So I think is it 16 points now, Housey? Pretty sure it is 16 points. And, well, I mean, like I said, there is plenty of points up on for offer. And all it takes is a mistake or just, you know, things happen. And, well, there you go. Use tyre for this one. 18% ERS. All right. As, well, there you go. Rip the Beans out there. And, well, like I said, it is between them two. And, yeah, interesting to see how this one shapes up, of course. Super, super competitive, the boys are. Very, very quick. And, well, some great battles. And, well, I'll tell you what, Beansy has held his own, to be honest. I thought the wheels were coming off the bus there for a little bit, Housey, but had a cracking result last week. And he just keeps on keeping on to the cat boy. And, well, the pot 1 cat driver, of course. And, well, Rip the Beans taking it away. First one out on track in Q3. And, well, there we go. A full session, Housey, mate. A full session. Let's get this one underway. And you're going to see the track map light up here, folks, as it always does, of course, with the first lad out on track. 24-3. Just keep that one in the memory bank. That's not too shabby at all from Beansy. And, well, this is a great sector of the track, Housey. I reckon Sector 2, arguably one of the top sectors going around. I mean, this corner here, that left-hander, wowee. And this is very technical, this bit too here. Downhill braking, uphill braking, off camber, touch the curb. You get too much, you spit you out the other side. And, well, navigating that absolutely beautifully was Rip the Beans. 50.0. Oh, taking a lot there. And the game says you can have that one, son. He's probably counting his lucky stars right there, Housey. But, well, Beansy, not too shabby at all. So far, so good from the lad. Turn 17, there it is. Turn 18, there it is. Oh, the game's allowed it. The game's allowed it. And it's Beansy sets a 1 minute 15.1. Not too bad at all to get us underway here, mate.
Tabs on a lap in his next one, mate.
Thank you.
Go in slightly quicker through Sector 1. So, pound for pound here between Beansy and Tabbed. 2.5 messed his lap up. They backed out of it. It'll be Fury after.
Well, Tabbed just goes whack with a 14.5. 14.5. Mr. Fury Strat out there next. He's about to set his time. What is it? What's Fury got? A 15.7. I think it's your guy. It's Mr. JC. JC, I was going to say your guy. It's just too long. JC's out there on track. He sets a 15.4. Throws himself up into P3. Macedonian getting himself underway. Sandeezy is at turn 17 now. How's he? Turn 18 approaching. And, well, he's just got that short little run to the start-finish line, of course. And what's he going to do? It is a 14.9. P2 from Sandeezy. Macedonian out there on track as well. Johnny M4, where is he? I think he will be next.
Hang
No,
on a minute. Beans, he was quicker. He's going to take this one. He is going again.
14.7.
He by 4 tenths. It must be M4, I think. Next one round. Looks a bit slow though. I think he's going to go again here, M4. I don't think this is going to be a valid lap from M4. It'll be 2.5, I believe. After that, messed his first lap up a little bit to 2.5.
There you go, P4 from 2.5. Yeah, very, very good. A lot better from him here, mate. Of course, he wants to do well for the home fans. As Macedonian, he's coming past the pit lane now. What's he got in the bag? Macedonian, his first lap in Q3 is a 15.2, P5 for now, and Johnny M4 has invalidated. So there we go, Housey. We're at the midway point of Q3, roughly. And, well, let's just see what happens here, of course. Macedonian does have the fuel to go again. That fuel light is not on. Whether he chooses to or not, or throw it in a pit lane and get another set of boots is up to him, and there you go. I think he's just back well and truly out of that. 2.5 is sending it again here, Housey. He is up on his previous best.
He's out of battery now, though. He's got the rest of the
he's
lap
just invalidated.
Yep. Too greedy on entry then, into 12. About level with his time. I think he'd have thrown it in the bits anyway, to be honest with you. I really do. Tyler's on an out lap then. He's going to be the only one.
Well, yeah, he'll be the only one out there.
Johnny's fuel light is not on. He's got plenty of battery. He's got full charge on his battery, does Johnny M4. And I didn't check. I'll tell you what, I forgot to check in the week. I forgot to check on this mirror situation.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Whose mirrors was it again?
You could just see it on board. Yeah, I think it was M4's, was it not?
No,
or was that in the Euro side? Or maybe it was in the Euro side.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember either. I remember the conversation, but which division, mate, I am not too sure.
It might be Kiwi. I'm going to check Kiwi in a minute.
We'll have a bit of a squeeze on a formation lap, I reckon, mate.
Tyler, about to start a lap then.
Yeah, Tyler.
So we could do. How about we do an audio lap?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Let me just get everything ready. Turn your audios up, everyone. We're going to go on board with Tyler. There you go, folks. That was Tyler. I'll tell you what, Housey, a 14.7. That wasn't too bad to go on board with that lad. Wow, what a lap from him. And, well, wonder if there's any more left in the tank. A lot of boys out there on outlaps, of course. JC's out there. He's in the third sector, prepping his car quite nicely. Fury's just leaving the garage. Johnny M4 out there as well. So, not much action happening at the moment.
Dean's just about to start a lap, mate. Right now, just comes over to start finish. Bean's going for a second attempt then. Bit traffic out the pit lane, but wouldn't hurt. So alert in there, not quite the line he'd want, I don't think, Beans. Let's have a look at his first sector. 24.3, that's about what he did last time, and yeah, 2/10 down. So Beans be better off backing out of this one, I think, unless he's confident that he's got some time in the middle or the last sector.
Oh, and there you go. Beansy wide. Beansy wide. Turn 9, whack. The game's hit him. And there you go. Red track map. He'll need to have another crack at this here, Housey. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the session. JC is out there. He's invalidated as well. Johnny M4, of course, just starting a lap. Tabbed. Where is he? He's ahead, of course. Yes, he certainly is.
Yep. So we'll have a look at Tab's first sector time. Remember, it was a 24.3. Beans 24.2. Tab going a little bit quicker than himself as well. So Tab looking to push the goalposts a little bit further on this one. Can anyone catch him? That is the question. I'm not sure they can. Tab looked like he's got the pace here. Nice line through 12 and 13, then into the chicanes, turn 14 and 15. Here we go. Trying not to unsettle the car too much. Gets away with it. Sector 3 to go then. Can he move that time from 14.5? Exits the final corner. Flat out from here on in. Opens the DRS for a short burst. And he does improve.
He does improve.
14.3.
He does improve. Johnny M4. Johnny M4, what does he do? A 15.5. P8 for now. What is Fury doing? He's out there in P9 at the moment. Out of position. Currently 3/10 up at the first sector.
Beans is invalidated again.
He's approaching the end of the second sector. Well, that's unfortunate for Rip the Beans, of course. The more he burns out of those softs, well, Fury's